Hello everyone, welcome to TechSpark. Myself, Anush Kumar, Java 10, having 5+ years of IT experience. This is a core Java session. So today's class agenda is we will see what is for loop, arrays, and multidimensional arrays. So let's start with the for loop. In previous classes, we have seen what is for loop. A for loop is basically a control statement used to iterate over a sequence like a list tuple string range, okay, and to execute a block of code in a multiple lines, okay. So in previous session, we have seen this simple example. Now, let me show you some more example related to a for loop. Like, you know, when when you exactly know how many times you want to a loop through a block of code, or then you can use a for loop basically instead of a while loop. Okay. So for that, we will create a for loop like this is a class B, okay, and this is a this is class B, and this is a main method. Okay. Now I know that I want to iterate like up to 10 times. Okay. I want to see if some interview asks print the up to 10 numbers. Okay. So how you will print a 10 number with the help of a for loop. Like or second scenario, if I want to, I know that I can iterate up to 10 times, then you can use for loop. First, I will do initialize int I equal to from where I want to start. I want to start from 0. Okay. Then up to where I want to run my for loop, I is smaller than equal to 5. Smaller than equal to 5 means if you will count up to 5, if I have written equal to, if I will not remove the equal to, then it will count up to 4 only, because counting will start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in this one. And then colon, then I plus plus is post increment. I will keep on increasing the value and adding the value, and I will then after I will what I will do, I will print the value with the help of print statement, that is a system dot out dot print as well. Speaking system dot out dot print. uh, what happened is stuck. Okay, system dot out dot print. Okay. Print, I want to print I, because we have initialized I here, because we have initialized I equal to 0, I is smaller than equal to 5, and I plus plus. I want to say that I have written it smaller than equal to 5, then it is basically count from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If I will remove, okay, because it will count 5 also, because 5 is equal to 5. Okay. If I will remove equal to, then it will count up to 4 only. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now control plus yes for save, and control plus F11 to run your Java program. So see, we are getting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is the basic example of using a for loop. Okay. And similarly, I want one new condition. If I want to print the twos, what means here we are printing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I want to print skip means I just have like 0, 1, 2. Then I want 2. Then I want 4. Okay. Then I want keep on adding two value. Means I here I is I what can do, I will do I equal to I plus 2. Means it will print in this way like 0, then it will print 2, add 2 value, then next add 2 value, then next 6. In this way it will print the value, because I equal to I plus 2. Okay. Here in the semicolon will not here, cursor plus save and run. 0, 2, and I want to make this greater up to 10. Okay. And then enter. So in this way, if some interview asks print the value up to 10 with a two addition, or taking the two numbers, skipping the two numbers, and then you can do in such a way. Okay. So this is a basic way of doing the things, or any kind of. So we have seen a for loop. Okay. Now what we will do, let me, where is the cursor? Okay. Now nested for loop. Then let me show you few example of the nested for loop. Okay. So if a for loop inside another for loop, then it is called a nested for loop. Like for int I equal to from 1, I want to count from 1. Okay. I is smaller than equal to 3 means it will count up to 3, and post increment plus plus keep on adding or increment the value after counting 1, then add the next value. Then second for loop for int, previously I have initialized I. Now here I will initialize j. Int j equal to 1 means I want to count from 1. Then j is smaller than equal to 3 means it will count up to 3. Okay. Then I want to, after one condition is done, add the number, keep on increasing, matlab post increment. So how many times this nested for loop basically will run? The nested for loop basically will run. This will run three times. Okay. And the second for loop will be run also a three time. But here it will I will run three times. Okay. Then J will be run three times. Okay. Then it is equal to 9. So total 9 output will be printed here. Three times this and three times this. Okay. 9 output we will get basically. Okay, 3 3 is 9. So system out in first inside this for loop, yes by SOUT, sorry, yes by SOUT, shortcut of system dot out dot print. I want to print, that is I want to print I into J, I into J. Okay. Then plus colon f where it backslash t, and that will, this will print the product. Okay, this will print the basically product, product. Okay, and then after that, outside the outside for loop, SYSOUT, I just this print ln, basically print ln will move the next line, next line will move the next line. Okay, so let me run first. Let me check cursor plus save. Okay, it will take few minutes. Cursor plus save. Remove this print ln, because print ln will every time it will print on the next line. I don't want here next line, just I want to print and this. Okay, so 3 3, first line is 3, second line 3, and third line 3. Total we get 9. Okay, 3 into 3 9, so we will get 9 product. Okay, so this is the second way of showing the use case of the nested for loop. Okay, so similarly, I into J will basically gives the multiplication result of the current cell. Okay, this I into J is basically giving the I into J is basically giving us a multiplication, because I into what, 1 into 2 equal to 3. the same. This is basically a multiplication operator now. So that's this I into j is basically giving us multiplication of I into j. Okay. Okay. And this t will add the spaces. That this t is basically adding the spaces. This spaces with 1 to 2. This space is basically given by this t. Okay. If I remove, you see the spaces is gone. Then again, I want to add the spaces. So that's why I have written this T. This T is basically adding the spaces between the output which we are getting. Yeah. So this is the every point I have explained. So nobody have any questions. Okay. Okay. Now, with the help of even and odd, I want to, with the help of a for loop, I want to print the even and odd in a given number. Means if from 1 to 10, if in, generally this interview is commonly asked for the freshers of 0 to 1 year, and also can be asked to 2 to 3 years. In up to 2 to 3 years experience, they will ask you to print the even and odd number with the help of stream APIs and okay, or collects using collects and okay. Now 0 to 1 year interview asks print the even an odd number between a 1 to 10 or 1 to 100. Okay, so you can simply use the for loop for printing a for loop and or oh sorry, but here I will print main method. Okay, now main method I will use for loop for I want to print the even odd number from 1 to 10. So print initialize int I equal to from 1. I want to print from 10 up to 10. I want to print even greater than equal to 10 up to 10. Okay. Then post increment keep on adding whatever the value is come after checking the condition. Then I have implemented the for loop. Here the for loop basically will run from for loop basically run from 1 to 10. Okay. Now I have to check the number is even or odd or not. For checking even and odd, I have to put some condition. For checking a condition, you can use while loop, if else. Okay. So I will use if what is basically I first I will tell you if even number. If divide any number by 2, it is equal to 0, then it is basically an even number according to the mathematical definition. Okay. So if I modulus 2 equal to 0, if I modulus 2 equal to 0, divide any number by 2 equal to 0, then it is basically an even number. If it is not equal to an 0, then else it is an odd number. So else it is an odd number. Okay. So if I modulus 2, if number is divided by 2 equal to 0, we get remainder equal to 0. Then simply print it is a even number. It is an sorry. This first I print I, the number it will print, then uh, plus double quote is even. Okay. Now here, if it is not even, if this condition is false, if condition false, then the control will go to else statement and else will be print s y s o u t e. This I is basically plus equal to is odd. Okay. If it is not returning 0 by dividing modulus I modulus 2 equal to 0, then it is even. If I modulus 2 not equal to 0, then the condition is false, it will move to the else statement. If it is not equal to 0, then it is definitely an odd number. This is a simple way of finding the even and odd number from a given array is given for row from 1 to 10. Now control plus S for save and control plus F11 to run your program. So internet, every time you check your internet connection, it is taking some time. Okay. Now we can get to that. One is an odd number, two is an even number, three is an odd number, four is an even number, five is an odd number. Okay, six, seven, eight. So in this way, we are basically finding a even and odd number with the help of the programming, with the help of for loop, if condition, if and else condition. Okay, simple, simple. कंप्यूटर बदलना पड़ेगा स्लो now we have seen even and odd. Okay. Now what we will do? Break and continue statement. I want to show you what. Let me show you like the like. This is only condition. This is if condition. Okay. What happened? I will do. If I will write break here, BREAK. Okay. Let's see what happened here. See. After checking two equal to zero, basically after he got his condition is satisfied, then condition satisfied come to break, and after that he is not basically running the program. The program is get halted or stop. Okay. If I will write continue continue. Let's check what will happen first. No, for this example will be advanced to you. Let me show you a simple example first. Remove, remove this first. Remove this. I am removing this condition, removing this break, and removing this also. Now this is a simple for loop. If I equal to 1, I is greater than equal to 10, I plus plus. Okay. If I equal to 5, if condition is if I equal to 5. Okay. Then as print, we have find the print. I have find the 5. Yeah, 5 has been found and break the STATEMENT. Okay, break the statement. This is basically this way. Now, how I will break the statement? Simply write BREAK keyword. Okay. According to the previous questions, as we know, for loop will run up to the 10. Okay, so it will print up to 9. But because this condition is if you will get I equal to 5, then this condition is true. After this condition, it will come to next line. The next line it is written break keyword. With the help of break keyword, the loop will be break and go back to the main method. Okay. So after 5 it will not print the value. Let's check. The 5 has been found, and now the other statement he is not basically printing. Okay. So that is the basic example of the break statement. And here Here I can write SYSOUT upper value for okay, plus I number plus out. Hmm. So now you can see the whole statement. One looping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As it get the 5, it just it come to next line. Here is a break is keyword. The condition is break. Okay. Now we will see the continue. Okay, what happened for the continue? Okay, if I will write here continue, continue. Okay, first see, let's see what happened if we'll run the program. In continue, if he gets the number, it will basically do not break the statement. It will keep on running to the other word also. Let me run it. Let me give you one more example. Uh, Come down. Let this this. Now what happened? Like we are finding even an odd number, na? I modulus 2 equal to 0, then it is basically an number, even number. Okay. So I want to continue. 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 Okay. Then if not, then print the number. Okay. So cursor plus save. Basically, it will skip. Basically, it will skip the even number. Okay. And here it will print only the odd number. Odd number. If I modulus 2 equal to 0, continue. So what continue is basically doing, continue is skipping the value if the condition is true and moving to the next statement. Okay, next statement is odd number, which is not equal to 0, then it has to print the odd number only. So here I have run the program. Okay, it is running fine. If the condition is I modulus 2 equal to 0, then it is even number, then continue will skip that condition and print the other condition, that is odd, 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 odd. Okay. If I will print G not equal to, then I will basically get in this here even. Okay. If not equal to 0, then basically if this remainder is not coming 0, then it is an odd number. Okay. This is the odd condition. Okay. So in this case, we will get only even number. Okay. So this is the basic the difference between break and even. Okay. Similarly, we can also one more condition I can show you with the help of this. Like I want to count up to 5. Okay. I want to count up to 5. Okay. And if I equal to 3, then I want to continue or skip the I equal to 3. Okay, I want to skip or continue. And here the other number will be printed basically. Number. Number is basically what will happen. It will skip 3 and the 3 will be not printed and other number will be printed here according to the. Oh, so we can see if I equal to 3, the 3 is basically skipped and other numbers are basically printed in this scenario with the help of break and continue. So I think now you are clear what is the use of break, what is the use of the continue statement. Okay. Now what we will do, I'm moving to our next, that is a array. What is array and what is multi-dimensional array? So basically, let me first go to our slide. An array in the Java is a data array comes under the data structure. Okay, so array in a Java is a data structure that store multiple value. Okay, multiple value of same type in a fixed size container. Okay, it is used to store collection of data under a single variable. Okay, basically what happened? An array are used to store multiple value in a single variable. Multiple value in a single variable means if you have created a variable name of x. Previously, we know we can store int x equal to 10, only one value. Now here we will store int x equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. Multiple value we can store in the arrays. And basically this open and close bracket represent an array. Int array, this is array. Number is a variable we have assigned variable equal to parenthesis, curly braces, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Means here assigning five values. Okay. So in this way, we are generally creating an array, and these are the we are put the value inside an array. So that is here written fixed size container, because we are basically here giving the size of container. Okay. So let me show you, and we will use the for loop to loop in the array. So let me remove this inside the main method. Uh, First, how you will create an array, like string, string. Okay, this is basically shows you have created an array. This open and close brackets is a symbol of the array x. So this is basically your array. Okay, then equal to means you have assigning something. Then curly open and close brackets, semicolon, close. And inside this, you will write one Anuj, okay, two, okay, then three. So in this way, you are basically what you are doing, you are storing multiple values. That is multiple value, one value Anuj, one name Abhay, one Vijay inside a single variable X. Okay. And a variable is of type is string, and this is the symbol of array. Means you have created an array. Similarly, in the sense you can also, this is a string array. Now, similarly, you can also create int array. Int, this is array, open and close, square bracket, y equal to, your equal to means you have assigned in the value. Okay, then curly braces, open and close, semicolon. Okay, now here you can write 1 comma 2 comma sorry, here inside this curly braces 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. So in this way you are creating a fixed size array, because you are creating the arrays. Okay, so to declare an array, define the variable type with a square bracket. Okay, we know to declare variable that hold an array of the string. Okay, so to create an array of integer we use int array. Okay, so now what we will do, we have let me first one array I have created. Let me remove this int array. So, now what I will do, we have created one array. Now uh, in array the indexing means uh, this Anush comes in zero index. Okay, Abhay comes in one index, and Vijay come in two index. Okay, so indexing in the array start with the 0, 1, 2. Okay, it come under zero index, Abhay come under one index, and Vijay come under two index. So this is the indexing inside an array. Basically, indexing is used to access a value inside any given variable with the help of index. Which index number a value is stored. So Anuj value is stored in index number 0 basically. Abhay is stored in index number 1. Vijay is stored in index number 2. Okay. So now we have created an array. Now I want to and access the name Anuj. Okay. So basically Anuj is in the index number 0. Okay. So how we will print? Just use system dot out dot SYSO system dot print your array name is x, then square bracket, which index number you want to print. Generally I want to print Anuj. So Anuj is index number 0. So 0. Okay. Now cursor plus save F11. So Anuj it has been printed. Similarly, SYSOUT, I want to index number 1. What is as index number 1? To x, sorry, x should be small. square bracket means for use for the indexing. Then 1. So what is at index number 1? It will print that index number 1 is basically an Abhay is printing inside the index number 1. Now, in this way, we are basically accessing an element by referring to index number. Okay. An array index number start with the 0. Okay. We have seen if we want to change a value of an array, means now I want to change this Anuj value to a Anuj Kumar. Okay, so how we will change the value of the existing value of an array of a certain index number? So very simple. Your array name square bracket for indexing 0 index Anuj. I want to upgrade the name into uh, like Anuj Kumar, ANUJ. Okay, this is the general updation. Means this is if somebody asks you to update the value of index number 0. So in this way, we you can update the value. Okay. Now you can print SY print or check that your value has been updated or not. X square bracket index number 0. I have saved. So now we can see now it is printing the updated value. It is not printing the older value. Okay. So now the data has been updated. Okay. So in this way, we are basically changing the value inside an array. Okay. Now, now here you basically see that this array have the three length. Okay. If you now if there is some array inside a different class, you are just importing or doing something like that. You want to check the length of an array. So there is a predefined method which is basically used to check the length of array. Okay. And that method name is also a length. Okay. With the help of length method, we can check the length of an array. Like as by system dot out dot print x dot length method will generally give us the length of an array. So our okay cursor plus 11. So our length of the array is 3. Okay, our length of the array is basically 3, but the indexing is start with 0, 1, 2. Okay, but it is basically 1, 2, 3. Okay, so our length of the array is 3. Okay, length is 3. Let me see. Here length is 3. But indexing here, the indexing is basically index is basically 0, 1, 2. Okay, 0, 1, 2. That is 1, 2, 3. Okay, in this way basically generally done. So we have seen the the length of the array. Okay, now we will see a looping through an array. For looping through an array, what we have seen previously, I have shown you for loop. With the help of for loop, we can loop inside an array. Okay, so how we can loop inside an array? Let me simple show you. This is basically a array with the name x. Okay, so was simple. Create a for loop, initialize. This is like from int I equal to 0 and I is smaller than equal to array dot length. How we find the length of array name dot length. So array name is x dot length will give the length of our array. Okay, so this is the length of the array. Okay, and I plus plus means let me print that statement. How we are finding the length of array? S y s o u t system dot out dot print x dot length. So this is basically giving the length of an array. Okay, that is coming 3. Now this line, or we can write here. Previously we are what writing? We are writing 5 or 10. Okay. Now in place of this 5 or 10, I have to put this value of an array. It means length of the array. So length of the array is basically we are finding in this way x dot length. So right here x dot length. So automatically here the value 3 will be kept. Okay, with the help of x dot length. Okay, then I plus plus, then curly brackets, then print just simply print SYSOUT x square bracket I. Okay, In this way, control plus F11, you can see this line basically printing the length is 3. Okay, so this with the help of F dot length, the 3 is basically coming to this. Okay, and after that it is printing the value of the I, that is Anuj, Abhay, Vijay. Okay, in this, so in this way we are generally looping through an array. Okay. Similarly, there is one more looping which we generally use inside an array, that is called for each loop. Okay, for each loop, which is usually exclusively to loop through an element in an array. It means this is basically a for loop, and inside an array there is a one more loop that is called a for each loop, which is generally is basically used inside an array, especially made for the array only. Like this, see the syntax of the for each loop. For an string, string, string I want to store x. Okay, our array name is x. I want to store this array, x array, inside an I array. Okay, and I want to print a new array, that is new variable I, s y s o u p I. Now what is basically happening here? This is a for each loop. Okay, this is the I have created a string, and this is a one new array, and I am basically copying the element of x into an I, and now I am printing the value of an I here. Now it will basically print the value. I will there's a comment this. See, this is also printing the value. Okay. So generally for looping in inside an array, this is used. Okay. For and for each, both are used. Okay. So this is the example above. You can read the like for each string element, I is an index. Okay. I is an index of x to print the value of I. If you compare a for loop with a for each loop, you will see that for each method is easier to write. Okay. It does not require a counter. Okay. Means counter length property to loop through it. Means here in for loop, we are using length method. Okay, which is running inside this AX array. But here we are not basically writing the length. Okay, this thing is basically skipped inside a for each loop. Just we are, this is an one, this is a second. We are copying this to I and printing this element. Okay, so this is the basically easier than a for loop. Okay, this is basically a for each loop. Okay, this is basically a for each loop. Now we have seen for each loop. Now we will moving to a multi-dimensional array. Okay, so what is multi-dimensional array? So okay, let me remove this one. When is array is created in, when a multi-dimensional array is an arrays of array, means multi-dimensional array are useful when you want to store a data as a tabular form. Like in table is basic, table have the row and column. Okay, so similarly in multi-dimensional array we will have the rows and column. Okay, what basically it means. First we go to the our theoretical part. Hmm. A multi-dimensional array in Java is an arrays of array. Means array inside an array. We can see two array. This one array, second array. Okay. We can see two curly braces. One curly braces this, and inside this we have two array. One. Mhm. one array is this and one array is this. This is two array. This is multi-dimensional array. So the most common form is the 2D array. This is a 2D array which is like a matrix or a table. In matrix or a table, we know there are rows and column, that is I and J. Okay. And then we can print the statement with the I and J. Okay. That is. So for this is the general syntax of creating a multi-dimensional array. Means for multi-dimensional array, you have to two square bracket, the name of your array, then first curly braces, then inside that you can write the create the arrays. Which how many numbers of arrays? This is basically a two dimension, two arrays. So let me show you practically how to create a multi-dimensional array. So this is one array. Okay. Now I will creating a multi-dimensional array. Let me show you. Okay. Like int. Okay. If I create this is a one array. If okay, this is only one array. If I create one more square bracket, this is generally saying that this is a two-dimensional array. Okay, two-dimensional array, and my number is name is y. Okay, equal to then curly braces open close and curly braces open close 1 comma curly braces open close 2. This is two terms. Now I will print the value 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, and here oh is printed outside 1 comma sorry 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, now I will print here 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, this is the general way of creating a multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array means arrays of array. When you want to print the value in a tabular form, okay, then you can use a multi-dimensional array. Now what I will do, this is multi-dimensional array. Okay, now you have to find the value. Okay, basically let me tell you, this is 0 and this is 1. Okay, this is 0 and 1. This is index number 0. This is index number 1. Okay, now what I will tell you, like SYSOUT. Okay, then name of your square bracket 0 and 0 and 1. Oh, system.out.print. This is not. The name is X. Remove, remove this one. It is creating confusion. Let me change this as a X. Okay. Cursor plus save and run. Okay. This is index number 0. Okay. This is index number 1. Okay. This array is index number 0 and this array is index number 1. Okay. Now this statement, that is index number 0 and 1. Index number 0, that is this 0, 0 and 1. So 0 means it is showing you will count inside this array. Okay. And what you have to count, index number 1. So index number 1 is basically here this 2. So 2 will be printed because here in this array 1 2 3 array, here is basically what G1 is at 0 index and 2 is as 1 index. Okay, and this array is basically at 0 index and this array is basically at index number 1. So here it is written 0 index means array number 1, this array, and what you have to print the index number 1, the value which is index number 1, print that one. So here index number 1 we have 2, so that's why it is printing the 2 value. Okay, clear? Okay. So in this way, basically, we are printing any value inside and given a multi-dimensional array. Like in second case, yes, by SOUT, I want to print the value of the second array. matlab this second array is basically index number 1, and I want to print the value of 6. 6 is basically 0 index, the 4 is at 0 index, 1 index, 2 index. So I will write here square bracket 2, cursor plus save and run. So see, we are getting the value 6 here. Comment this one, enter. So see, we are getting the value 6 here. So in this way, we are generally getting the value in the multi-dimensional array. Okay. So I think now you can get the value of any value inside a multi-dimensional array in this way. Okay. Now. Now you want to loop through a this multi-dimensional array. So multi-dimensional array, this is basically there are two arrays. Okay, this is multi-dimensional. So for one for loop, it is not possible to loop in multi-dimensional array. For looping through a multi-dimensional array, you have to use a nested for loop. Okay, because you can use a nested for loop for a two-dimensional array. So let me show you how. First for initialize int I equal to 0, because indexing start from the 0. Okay, and I is length of the array. The first array is basically my array name is x. Okay, is smaller than x dot length, length. Okay, we will get the length of the array, and then I uh, not this. After that, we will get the length of the array I plus plus f plus plus I, yeah, plus plus uh, plus plus I. Okay, then curly braces. Then another for loop for now int j equal to from 0. Okay, j is smaller than x, is smaller than x. Index I. Okay, index I dot length. Okay, and plus plus j. Similarly, curly braces SYSOUT. What you will do? You will print AX in matrix. How we are printing I into J. Okay, remember. So X is my name of the array. I have to print I. I have to print J. In this, basically, we are printing in the value. Okay. Now control plus F and F11. You can remove this println. Println basically are printing in the new line, so we are getting every time the things are printed in the new line. Okay. If you remove the println, we will get in the one line. So in this way, we are getting the all the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. In this way, we are generally printing inside a for. Okay. So these are the basic condition. Now, coming back to our questions here. Hmm. So we have seen this example. We have seen the for loop nested. Okay, what is multi-dimensional array? How to create a multi-dimensional array? How to loop inside a multi-dimensional array? Okay, when the array inside another array is basically means array in an array, which are basically used for print a tabular format. Then it is a multi-dimensional array. We have seen the simple array, one-dimensional array, how to create one-dimensional arrays, what is the value, what is the for loop. We have seen break and all. So this all for today's session. Meet you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.